This has to be my absolute favorite topic because over the years, I've wasted hundreds of dollars on fabrics that looked amazing online. But when they showed up, they were completely wrong. It was wrong color, wrong texture, wrong everything. And if you've ever opened a box and felt hopeless and an instant regret, I think you know what I'm talking about. Buying fabric online shouldn't be a gamble. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to buy fabric online with confidence so you never waste money again. Before you even try to master fabric online, you need to do this one thing first. Go to a fabric store. Anything would work. You don't have to buy. I just want you to go and learn because here is the truth. You cannot understand fabric online until you felt the fabric in real life. When you walk into a store like, let's say, Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I would like you to look at this session like a hands-on training session. You are not going to shop. You are there to build your fabric intuition and get yourself familiarized with what the terms mean around the fabric. So what you actually do in a store, it's pretty simple. Just touch everything. And I mean everything. Pick up cotton because you will feel straight away structure and no give, no stretch. Go ahead and feel rayon. Feel soft and very flowy. Then grab linen. Notice the texture and the slight stiffness. Stretch knits. See how they bounce back. Don't rush this part. This is where everything starts to click because understanding this part will help you pick fabrics for your garments next time so much easier and with so much more confidence without being so intimidating. Go ahead and focus on 4 key things. 4 key things. As you are touching the fabric, start asking yourself, how does this feel as weight, right? The thickness. Does it feel light, like a blouse, or maybe heavy, like a jacket? This is directly connected to GSM in online. GSM stands for grams per square meter, which means the density and weight of a fabric. So the higher the GSM is, of course, the heavier the fabric is going to be. Then please focus on texture. Is it smooth? Is it crisp? Is it rough? This will help you understand fiber content in the descriptions in online. Then go ahead and try drape. Hold the fabric up and let it fall. Does it hang stiff? Does it flow slowly and softly? This is what flowy verse structure means in online. Then move on and learn about stretch. Pull the fabric gently in any direction. Does it stretch a little? Maybe a lot? Not at all? Now you will learn 25% stretch, 50% stretch, not at all. So you will learn what that means. Will make sense? Now look at this breakthrough moment. You will actually touch the fabric. So then later you will see it online and think, oh, I remember, I know exactly how this feels. So the information online is going to be translated in your head with the actual information that you got through your hands. So this is when everything is going to change for you. If you have time, maybe just take some pictures while you are in a store, or even better, maybe write on the pictures, right? When you save your pictures, write on them. Like, for example, cotton poplin feels crisp, hold shape. A rayon challis, super soft, very flowy. Ponte knit is thick, has structured stretch. So you are literally building your real life fabric dictionary. Why this matter? Once you've done this even one time, then the online shopping becomes 10 times easier. Because now when you read lightweight rayon or medium weight cotton or structured knit, you're not guessing anymore what that means. You've actually felt that with your hands. So once you've done this, then go check out the online stores I link below. You will feel way more confident shopping them. Now you come back home, you want to sit down at your desk and you want to open a website, but stop. Don't do it yet. This is where most beginners go wrong because they start scrolling, they start falling in love with fabric, and they start buying without planning. Your pattern is your blueprint, so that's what you need to do first. On the back of your pattern, there is a section called suggested fabrics. That section, it's your cheat code. It will tell you exactly what fabric type will make your project look exactly like the picture. It's going to tell you how much you should get, and so on. If you ignore that information, your garden would look completely different. Not only you're going to be disappointed, it's going to affect your confidence, and you're going to go back to, am I good enough for this? Quick tip, cotton means structured, beginner friendly. Rayon viscose, it's flowy and drapey. Knits are stretchy and require specific patterns. So now, instead of shopping, write down just 2-3 fabric types that you think you want to work with that will work for you. So you're not browsing anymore and guessing. You are actually hunting for the right pattern, for the right color in that specific fabric. Every good fabric listing has clues. If it doesn't, red flag, step away from it. There are other platforms out there where you can purchase. So here are the 4 things that you should always check. First of all, look for fiber content. What is it made of? Cotton, rayon, polyester. This will affect the feel, the breathability, the drape, the quality. Next, you have to look for fabric weight. Remember the GSM. This is everything. 100 to 150 GSM. It's a lightweight fabric, good for tops and blouses. 150 to 250 GSM. It's your medium fabric, good for dresses and other similar things. 250 and more GSM, it's heavy, like jackets and denim. Next, stretch percentage for knits. If your pattern says 50% stretch, you do need to hunt 50% stretch. No guessing here, because your pattern and your projects are going to fail. Last but not least, you need to check the fabric width. Usually fabrics come under 2 width, 44 or 58 to 60. Wider fabric means that you might need less yardage. Once you know all these 4 things, and by the way, I've linked my favorite beginner-friendly fabric stores in the description, so you don't have to guess anymore where to start. Along with these, I've also put a couple of links for beginner tools and a couple of reliable sewing machines. Go ahead and check them out. You can't feel fabric online. You can't touch it, but you can read it visually. So here is how. Look for movement. If there is a video, watch it. Flowy, it means the fabric has a soft drape. If it's stiff, that means it's structured. Look for folds as well. Soft folds, it's a drapey fabric. Crisp folds, it's a structure fabric. Check print scale as well. Always look for a ruler in the pictures, a hand. Some of them use a coin. One big tip I have for you, and I think is going to be so useful to learn the right way, start building your fabric memory. Check tags as well in your own closet. That dress you love, the t-shirt you wear every day, learn what they're made out of. Now, if you take one thing from this video, make it this. Order swatches if possible. Swatches are not extra money. They're just the insurance that your actual garment is going to look the right way. So before committing, if you have a chance, test it. Look at in a natural light, feel it, scrunch it, and wash it as well. One other tip I have for you, create a fabric journal. Take little pieces out of your fabric that you've used and staple your swatches into a notebook. Start writing descriptions, where you got it from, the fabric type, the weight, and other notes like how it behaved when you sewed, how it frayed. So over time, you will build your own fabric library that you can use as reference for any time you need. So this is how advanced sewist shopping. Pretty easy, right? You just have to apply it. Now let's talk yardage. Your pattern will always tell you exactly how much you need, but don't just buy that exact number because things can go wrong. So always add an extra 10 to 20% extra or a minimum of half yard. Why? Because fabric shrinks, and we've discussed that before. You can also make mistakes, and we all done that before. Or maybe your particular fabric has a specific pattern and you want to line it the right way, and so therefore you need extra fabric to be able to get the pattern pieces line up with the pattern on the fabric. So that extra fabric can literally save your project. And as an extra tip here, for more expensive fabric, make a test version, a toil. Using cheap muslin first will eliminate the guessing later and wasting some good fabric and having a failed project. So now you have the exact system. Start with your pattern, decode the listing, read visual like a pro, use swatches when you can, add extra yardage, no more guessing, no more wasted money. Now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest fabric fail? Or maybe best fabric find. And if this helped you at all, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more sewing tips that actually will save you money. And check the links in the description for my favorite fabric stores, the tools for beginners, a couple of sewing equipments that you will want to check out as a beginner, learning sewing sources as well, along with a couple of links for my most popular videos. I also answer questions in the comments as quick as I can. So if you are stuck, just ask. Happy sewing. I'll see you here in my next video. Take care.